Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness Tristan here, and it feels so good to get back in front of the mic, and I just cannot believe it. So, I'm going to be doing the second episode of Should I? This is the new series that I started, and I'm going to be talking about should you worry about high school, should I worry about high school, etc. like that. Now, it's not actually my personal experiences because this is about you guys, this is about you going into high school. A lot of you guys are going to be freshmen in high school, and I'm going to be a senior in high school. So, I just wanted to talk about high school, whether you should worry or not, and what high school is going to be like, how it's different than middle school, etc. So, in America, high school is usually grades 9 through 12, and then middle school is usually 6 through 8 or 7 through 8. Regardless, you've probably made it to high school either already, or maybe you're going to 8th grade, or maybe you're going to be a freshman, or maybe even a senior. Maybe you graduated. I don't know how old you are, but this is should you worry about high school. Now, in short, I'm going to say no, you shouldn't worry about high school. And I'm going to kind of describe the differences between it and middle school. High school is a really interesting period for a lot of people. So it's basically you growing up from, age like 13 to 14 through 18. And it's absolutely insane for a lot of people. So you go into high school as like a 13 or 14-year-old kid, kind of not really knowing what they want and everything like that. You go into freshman year, you're like, oh my god, there's going to be so many parties, there's going to be so much of this. Now, there are parties, don't get me wrong, it really depends where you live, but there aren't like every weekend or something like that. So don't be expecting a lot of parties and a lot of crazy things like alcohol and fights every single day. I mean, really depends what high school you go to, but for me personally, that was not the experience that I had. So you're kind of going through this change period because during 7th through 8th grade, or whatever grades you took middle school, there was not a lot of worry. Like, you had 3 trimesters usually, and then in high school you have semesters. Now, the difference in high school is you actually have finals. So finals are an interesting thing because you have to take like a week of tests just before you kind of move on to the next semester to finalize your grades and everything like that, and they can help you out or they can really kind of be bad for you. So finals are something you're going to have to not really worry about, but kind of be cognizant of. It's like, okay, this is the last week of the first semester, second semester, or whatever. Now I'm going to be taking a lot of tests, so be ready for that. And I'm not saying you exactly have to study, but don't really worry about it because finals are finals and everybody has to take them, so you're kind of on an equal playing field. And it really depends. Maybe you don't like tests, maybe you're not good at tests. Regardless, they are something you have to do, and it'll be all right. So anyway, you're going through this transitional period and you kind of come into high school. Everything's different. Everything's interesting. People are older. You're seeing, adults here basically, seniors talking as 18-year-olds and stuff like that. But you're not really seeing like full-scale adults. But you're seeing older people and you're seeing people kind of going through different phases. Maybe they like to dress a certain way. Maybe you're changing a lot and stuff like this. But you go from just everybody being kind of a kid to people growing up, getting their licenses, getting jobs, getting different stuff like that. That's what you can expect in high school, and also, the different workload, harder classes, and finals and stuff like that. But there are a lot of fun sides to high school, and that's, meeting new people. There are a lot of people who go to high school, probably more than went to middle school, just because it's 4 years instead of 3 or 2, really depending on where you live in America, like I said. But it's going to be a lot different. You're going to meet older people, you're going to meet younger people. It really depends what year you are, obviously. But in short, I really want to say not to worry about it. Now, although it's going to be different, although it's going to be something kind of crazy to you and a foreign concept at first, it's not very scary. The scariest thing for me that I remember when I started freshman year was finding my classes. That was literally the scariest thing because I didn't really understand the map. I didn't really understand the kind of where the classes were. It's like, okay, it's this number and this letter. It's like, okay, oh, and then somebody explained it to me. I'm like yawning right now. But somebody explained it to me and it just made so much more sense. And everything was really that from it. And then I kind of worried about finals when those came up, but I wasn't really too worried about them. And what I would say to you guys is going to be new, but I want you to take this experience lightheartedly, and I want you just to go in 100% ready for this. Now, it's going to be different. It's going to be a little bit intimidating. It's going to be a little bit scary, but don't be expecting bullies. Don't be expecting like fights every week or something like that. Although these do happen, they're not very common. Peer pressure is a thing that obviously increases in high school because people are like, oh yeah, try this weed, try this alcohol, whatever. It really depends on your group of friends, what you're doing, if you guys are going out to places, going out to parties and stuff like that. And just kind of getting out there with people that are different, because a lot of people are going to be doing this and you're going to know a lot about it as well. But also a lot of people are growing up, getting jobs, getting their license, like I said, and just some people are even moving out like senior year and stuff like that. It's crazy. People are just becoming full-scale adults. I'm not really full-scale adults, but you know what I mean. They're hitting 18 and they're just like, oh, I can, pretty much do anything now. a lot different than they could, but there's a lot more freedom in high school, and this is one of the reasons you shouldn't worry about it, because in middle school, I remember we couldn't leave campus for lunch, we couldn't do anything like that. Obviously, we didn't have cars or anything, so we'd have to leave on bikes, which wouldn't be very effective, but you might even have open classes like I have this year. I'm super excited because I'll have some open blocks, and I'll just be able to kind of spend, like, have a longer lunch or maybe leave school early, etc. And what I would say to you guys is there's a lot more freedom, and it's really great, but it's also a little bit expensive. So if you don't have money, then maybe get a job, maybe not. It's really whatever you want to do in high school. This is about finding out who you are, what you want to do, and not what you want to do with your life and everything like that. I mean, I guess you can find that out in high school, but it's about what you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to do during those 4 awesome years. And I wouldn't say they're the best years of your life, because they're obviously better years of your life, but these 4 kind of transitional years where you see yourself grow up. Everybody kind of finishes puberty, or not really finishes, but everybody's still kind of going through it. But you know what I mean? You really get to see kind of the end result of that. It's really, really crazy seeing everybody grow up and growing up alongside them. So no, you should not worry about high school in the least. Maybe get a job if you want, maybe get your license if you want. It's really up to you. I don't care. Whatever makes you happy, whatever's best for you at the time. Spend some time with friends. Go out there if you want to have some fun. Go to these dances. Go to different things that are new. Enjoy the freedom of most schools will allow you to go off the campus and eat lunch or whatever. Not all schools, though. It really depends. I don't know where you guys live, to be completely honest. But I'm sure a lot of schools will let you guys leave campus in your cars or whatever you want to do. Just kind of grow up and watch everybody else grow up with you, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy the moment, because it's going to be great. And mine's almost done with. That's kind of the sad reality of it. So I'm starting senior year today as you guys are watching this, which is actually tomorrow when I'm recording this. But remember the fact that I love you guys. Bye. Enjoy high school. Don't worry about it.